Hello everyone, this is Gorax. In today's video, I'm going to show you an amazing team that you can run against some master even as a free-to-play player. The only thing you will need as a free-to-play player is to pull for Elminster. Let's see the team in action. I hope you watched my previous video where I went over the most free-to-play friendly Samster team where we used only rare heroes. Because I go over all the strategy and the mechanics of the boss over there, so I won't go over them in this video to not waste your time. Now, this team requires Elminster, so as a free-to-play player and you saved around 35 dice, you can definitely do this damage. However, I still would suggest you to wait till the last day to get Elminster, but this video is here to show you the potential of Elminster. As I mentioned previously in my video, we don't really need a tank, but I'm using a tank here to rotate attack penalty constantly. So let's go over the heroes, right? Remember, all the heroes have fixed stats, so my heroes will have the same stats as yours, as long as you have the same affinity tree developed as I do. So we're gonna use Isolde. I said we don't need tank heroes, and that's true, but what we're gonna focus on is full shield plus attack penalty from Isolde and defense up for the team. That's what we're gonna use Isolde for. We're gonna use Elminster for his attack penalty and accuracy penalty. He's got enough accuracy build. He's not dealing damage, as you can see, he's support. And we're gonna use control immunity and shields. The boss is dispelling shields, but with Elminster we have this extra buff here. Let's just find it. Samster and his Dracolich take 50% additional damage when Elminster is deployed. So once we have him, we already do more damage. So that's the goal of this team. And if you remember Drizzt, it was quite hard to do over 10-12 million damage. I think the 14 was like good damage there. Now, our main damage will come from Tonalnen. As you can see, crit rate, crit damage. This is how they build this damage-specific teams. And we're going to use Eric, who's still someone you should have obtained in Season 1. So yes, we're using more epics and 2 legendaries, but this can be built as a free-to-play player if you've been lucky enough with RNG. You have Adolphus here, who will be our shielder plus healer. Elminster has a skill, battle skill, applies shield every 10 seconds, first 5. So every 10 seconds we will have a shield, and as you can see here, we have a 20-second cast on the ultimate, which will heal us, because Adolphus passive heals when there's a shield already, and this is why we also bring Isolde. So this is going to be a really long fight, and I don't want to show you the fight altogether, but I'll show you just a little bit. And we can run 2 ways. We can run with Enlightenment Aura, which will boost the shields, or we can play with the defensive aura to boost our defenses. I'll go with the Enlightenment one because we want to see these big shields. Keep in mind that these fights are quite random, so let me quickly show you the damage I managed to do in a previous fight, and let's compare it with the free-to-play friendly team, the most free-to-play friendly team. So as you can see, 9.1 million, 9.3 usually as well for the free-to-play poison team, or at 28.3 million with this wild team. Obviously, both of these teams require your heroes to have max scrolls, which is quite hard to obtain, but this is still obtainable as a free-to-play player if you've been lucky on RNG rolls, because you have the same chance of obtaining Adolphus as Ayola, for example. Same with Tonalnen and Isolde, but if you have these heroes, you can aim for this huge damage. Although there's no ranking, so there's no pressure, but it feels rewarding, okay? But keep in mind, this is a 10-minute fight, so I'm not gonna run the whole fight. We're just gonna see a little bit of the beginning to show you. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you the rotation. So the skill timings here are also important to utilize everyone that we have. So if we go here, we'll cast Elminster Ultimate, which applies accuracy and attack penalty at 10.9 seconds. Then we do Isolde at 20.9. We could do 20.8 because there will be this 1 second when the boss doesn't have this debuff and they are the only debuffs available. But with these timings, it worked. You can tweak it around, but if you want to have a constant attack down, this is what you do. You reduce this by 1 and you will just refresh the attack down. And that's what we do. The rotation is 20 seconds. We're looking at the skills. We can't really adjust them properly. We're losing 2 seconds here, that's right. But we still want that, okay? We still want them to be every 10 seconds. So there's constant debuff because these are the guys that will only debuff. And we can't put Witch's Remain on Eric. And obviously, this is me thinking, oh, we can. As you can see, my mind was still thinking Witch's Remain, but we don't need to do that. Okay, we can do it easily at 11.4 and then the rotation whenever, right? So this is amazing. And Adolphus, nothing. Okay, we just want the shield whenever and as often as possible because this will also heal, right? So as you can see, and this team works really well. Let's see this fight in action. Just the first rotation, basically, to show you what's happening. So the first skill will deal damage and inflict fear when they are below 50%. But with so many shields, we're never gonna take damage. Then this one deals necrotic damage and removes shields. But we are casting shields constantly. So even if they go removed, there's another shield coming. And Isolde, when she debuffs, she also grants a shield, right? So, as you can see, we're going to heal every time there's a shield, and the shields are huge. If we look at the damage, so Tonalnin will fight over with Eric. They'll do both similar damage, but look at the healing, right? So we know Adolphus has a huge shield, and shield heal counts as healing. But since Elminster is constantly shielding quite often, and the shields are as huge as Adolphus' ultimate, he is doing really well as well. Now, however, Adolphus does more healing because when we have a shield, we also heal. So you got both heal and the shield in this meter. But overall, I'm really happy with Elminster. He is not OP, but he has the job done. And if you don't have Adolphus, then Elminster will be a really good replacement. I'll show that in the Vortex teams that will follow. So yeah, tell me what you think and tell me if this video was useful to you. If you want me, I can do other elements, but these teams are the easiest one to do. And I mean, especially the rare one. I mean, nothing's stopping you from getting max rewards daily. But yeah, I'm really happy with the total damage done with this team. Remember, over 28 million damage on my first try, but the fight takes 10 minutes, so it's up to you what you want to do. Obviously, double guild points, so if you're doing this guild tournament, it's good to have this double guild points. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please click the like button and consider subscribing to my channel. As always, thank you for watching, stay safe, bye!